There's a fireplace there where, so you have to find a way to determine what's going to be essential for the actors, for the technicians, for the director, and for the post teams. Two teams working on, different things. And that was part of the exercise for the departments, for the production designer, for the costume designer. They had to work differently than what we normally do.
We have a new way to be able to project the virtual environment imported from the game that just don't exist. Well, when you think about it, it's difficult for an actor to be able to give a performance in an environment that they have no idea where they're coming from, what it is, what is the size of the room, including the stunts, because they are obviously rehearsing and they don't have any limit with wall, but you need to find a way to be sure that during their action they're not passing through a virtual wall.
Very often, instead of doing the traditional way of shooting, you're going to rotate the actors, change the doors, change the windows, just basically revolve the whole world and keep the crew in the same position, and it's very abstract.
Like the idea we had mainly is to come with the projector, which is on top, and we are projecting the room on the floor. Like when it's time for all of the team to set up the environment and know where the wall need to be, where the table is supposed to be, where the fireplace is supposed to be, we're using this projection and we don't have anything to measure anymore. And when you do that, you are forced to render and to do some layout as architects, obviously, to project what is going to be the room. Like we can project a decent size in this, and we can orient the projector depending on the kind of shots we're dealing with. And obviously this is why the team in the background are also checking and validating that on a shot-by-shot base to be sure that we're not doing mistake during the shooting, that we're going to find when we'll start to do the integration later. This project is very demanding post-production wise. Obviously, it is a shoot which is entirely done on green screen, which means at the moment you see an actor, you know that it was on green screen, and there's no shot that exists in that movie where post-production was not involved. There will be 750 shots, mainly roughly, if you count the 3 episodes together. It means that we have 750 different environment angles to produce, and we have to do the preparation and to do all of the pipeline steps. The first thing you have to do is to do the preparation of all of these clips, and it's a tough part of the process and the pipeline, because you need to get rid of all of the different green dots, tracking mark, everything on the set that was there that need to be erased to have a very, very good green environment to make the integration in the future smoother and easier. In parallel, you have a team of trackers that are using some information from the green screen to be able to extrapolate how the 2 cameras were moving in space. Like all of these people are taking shot-by-shot base, they analyze the picture, and they're providing some kind of camera move file saying, okay, this is how the camera was moving in space. It's because if you have the pretension and the ambition to put all of these people on a future environment as the inside of a church, and the camera is moving with a very complex move, you are expecting that the environment is going to move exactly perfectly and tracking perfectly the original shooting from the green screen. This is what the tracking people are doing. After that, they're the layout, knowing that when a camera was shooting, what was the camera angle, the height, what is the real position of the environment to make the geometry work. Like all of these steps are done in parallel. After that, the 3D people, no matter what, they have a pretty good idea, and the modeling have done on these environments. They need to finish all of the details on these environments and moving with texture. And after that, giving life texture-wise to these environments from a film point of view, and to give mood to it. you are compositing the live action on top of virtual background that now are moving perfectly in relation with the original camera movement. And you put these two things together. Sometimes it's 3 layouts, 4, 5. Sometimes we have 17 layouts to be able to reach our goal. And at the end, after there will be another process. It will be what we call a DI, which is a digital intermediate. We're going to move all of the one episode entirely and start a session of color correction when we will, shot by shot, readjust and fine-tuning all of the chroma, all of the mood, all of the ambience to get to the final result.
So we have more than only one setting available for us. That made the universe much bigger and much richer. And say, the entire, history with a big H is now available to us to make a game or a movie or, TV series or whatever we want to make, books and comics, whatever we want to do in this universe of this formidable machine that let us relive the life of an ancestor. And that's really is the core of Assassin's Creed.
Ubisoft are storytellers. We are in a position that the gamer will be passive when he will take a look on our film. But we need also to participate to the storytelling. We are the potential to prepare him. And when he will see the film series, he will get a much better preparation to start his game. He's going to know mainly the character before he already start the game. He'll know things, he will know details. He will probably realize things that he already knows, but he doesn't realize he knows that yet. And I believe that it's a new way to prepare, but it's still a self-content project.
We know now logistically how to approach it in a much better way. It's much clearer. Technically, even creatively, we have much more specifics now that we're going to go through next time. And this is only the very beginning. We can tell. It's only the very beginning of something that promises to be very, very big and exciting.